Good morning, boys and germs, and welcome to the Daily Crack today. It's Monday here in Melbourne, and I'm again down on me local spot by the river. I forgot my fucking sunglasses today, so if I'm squinting a heap, pass no heed in that. But anyway, I popped up a question there on my old Facebook over the weekend, asking people what they struggle with to help them, like what's preventing them getting jacked and juicy. And a few people responded, but I think that popped up a fair bit was chocolate. Fucking, why do I have such cravings for chocolate? And why is that always the go-to? And why am I always wanting chocolate, I suppose? And I'm going to stand here and tell you that if you want fucking chocolate, fucking have the chocolate. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it. There's something wrong with it if that's all you're having. Okay, that's the bottom line. So, fucking, if you want to have a piece of chocolate, fucking have a piece of chocolate. Now, if you are feeling that the chocolate gremlin is taking over your life and you want to have chocolate more than you want to have Brussels sprouts, that's not a hard one, to fucking anything but Brussels sprouts, well, then maybe there is something going on. And I'm going to give you a few examples of what you could do to help curb those chocolate cravings, okay? Because there ain't nothing wrong with a bit of chocolate every so often. I have put it in the same category as fucking beer. Fucking everything in moderation, even moderation. All right? So, first things first, I will say is, if you are constantly having cravings for chocolate or something sweet, especially after you've eaten your dinner, like, let's say for example you've eaten a meal and you just, oh jeez, I want something sweet now. I'm going to put it down to either there's a lack of sodium or magnesium in your diet. Sodium and magnesium in your diet are hugely important, and they're hugely underestimated. Your body is very good at using them up quite quickly, so on a daily basis, you constantly have to be adding in sodium. That's obviously salt, via either salt in your water or salt in your food, and also magnesium. And it's important to be supplemented. Now, you obviously get these two things in certain quantities from certain foods, but for me, it's always very, very important to be supplementing them as well. Every morning I wake up, I have salty water as soon as I fucking get up, not as soon as I get out of bed, but I'm down in the fucking kitchen and I'm preparing stuff. I'm putting salt in my water, and I have a magnesium supplement. I have a magnesium supplement that I will take first thing in the morning, and then one that I'll put in water before bed. Because I train a lot, and if I train a lot, I'm sweating a lot, and I'm losing sodium and magnesium at a ferocious rate. Plus, magnesium is good for your nervous system as well. So, those two things I would be suggesting, up the amounts in your diet. And you're going to start taking these things maybe tomorrow, the next day, and you're still going to have cravings because your levels have to build up. It takes time. Just taking sodium and magnesium for a couple of days in a row and then, I'm grand now, it doesn't work that way. It's something that you have to constantly take, and switch up the brands as well. All right. Another reason, I had a couple of reasons there. I'm fucking after talking. I'm going to come back to the second reason that's gone out of my head. Making sure you get good quality sleep. If you're not sleeping well at night, your body isn't creating the happy hormones, the good hormones, so you're not recovering properly. So then when you wake up, your appetite is all over the place, and it sets you up in a bad way. So it's very important that you get good sleep. Good sleep on as regular basis as possible. Listen, when you're on the piss, you can be guaranteed that your sleep is going to be shite the next day. But and making sure you do your best to get good quality sleep as much as possible. And things that can help improve your sleep is magnesium. Giddy up, there you go. Okay, one thing led into the next. Now I had a third one, and I fucking wrote down before it came out this morning. It was like supplement. That's the other one. Fucking stress in your life. Yes. So are you managing the levels of stress in your life? Because if you're stressed out a lot, maybe it's because of a fucking relationship, maybe it's because of work, maybe it's because of the current situation. Again, this is going to affect your sleep. You're going to raise the levels of cortisol in your body, and therefore you're not going to be producing good quality levels of dopamine and serotonin, the good happy hormones. And when you eat chocolate, it gives you a burst of serotonin and dopamine. Temporarily, it's not a quick fix, but when you have that piece of chocolate in your mouth, you're like, oh, this is fucking delicious. And you get that good happy feeling, but unfortunately that feeling does not last. So managing stress. What do you do to manage stress is very, very important. Like for me, I come down, I go for this little walk in the morning. Now I don't get it to do it every day. I miss it a lot of times, but I know coming down here and just like fucking looking at the Westgate Bridge and fucking absorbing the sun and, you know, maybe listening to a podcast or something like that and just breathing. You know, I find that works out well for me. I train. Is a great stress relief. I do my Jack and Juicy program. I talk with friends. I discuss my problems. I don't bottle them up, as you may know from my channel. I actually find this here, me talking to the camera, it's a weird thing to say, but for me, this is therapy. You know, I'm just like, I'm offloading. So managing stress. Managing stress is a massive one. Do whatever you need to do to manage that stress. And if it means having a bit of chocolate, fucking have the chocolate. But try and, you know, don't let the chocolate take over your life. And what I will say, and I'm going to finish with this. If you are a chocolate fan and you do have an issue with wanting to eat all the chocolate, start buying dark chocolate, the stuff that's 70% cacao and all that sort of stuff, because that contains magnesium. It also contains caffeine, so beware, don't eat dark chocolate before bed or else you'll be fucking pinging all fucking night. Yeah, but if it's chocolate, it's very hard, and I've done it before myself. It is possible to eat a full bar of dark chocolate, but you'll feel as sick as a small hospital afterwards. It's a challenge. Go for it if you want to. It'll fuck you up, and maybe you won't want to eat chocolate ever again. Maybe that'll be the solution. But if you are a chocolate fiend, try buying dark chocolate if you haven't already, and not the one that has all the nice stuff mixed in, like the sea salt and the lemon rind and the orange rind and that sort of shit. Buy just a straight up dark chocolate. Try and go for a high percentage, over 70%, and eat that in as a substitute, because you'll get your chocolate fix, plus you get magnesium, and as I said, there's a bit of caffeine in there. So boys and germs, the long and short of it is, it's okay to eat the chocolate, as long as the chocolate isn't the only thing you eat. Simple as. Enjoy yourselves, have a great day, and I'll chat to you later in the week. Giddy up.